Welcome back to the Outliers with another episode of Room 404. I'm T.
I'm Matty.
I'm Ace.
I'm AK.
What's funny, man?
What's
That
so
message
custom?
up.
I
That
don't
message
know.
up.
I actually don't.
Eh?
I don't know as well.
No.
If you don't know, I
It's
don't
just-
know.
I thought that was normal,
it was
bro.
just his
I
reaction.
thought-
He was holding it in as soon as he started talking. Like, yo, watch your mic as well, man.
Yeah.
Mic is on.
Yeah.
So what's today's episode about?
Just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching our videos. That's the first thing. Innit?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We're
If
begging now.
Yeah.
if you enjoy watching it, if you don't, then stop watching us.
No, watch us, man.
He's
Watch
not
us.
begging. He's not begging.
But we need haters, man.
Yeah.
You're begging for haters.
Yeah,
We've got
100%.
haters anyway, bro.
Haters are
Like, we've got
motivators.
haters.
We do have a few haters, don't we?
Yeah.
We
You
have.
know-
Put it.
Sorry, I was saying we have got quite a few people who watch our videos but aren't subscribed.
Yeah.
So the last time we checked, I think 66% of our views are from people that aren't subscribed.
The
So
numbers
people are
don't
watching
lie.
us.
The numbers don't lie.
Yeah, 100%. But
No, 66%.
we watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. We don't subscribe to everything in it, so they're just probably like just flicking through, watching it.
Yeah,
and
but
then
now it's about us, anyway. We need them to subscribe.
okay.
Yeah, but I'm on about the videos, not the shorts. The actual videos. So we flick through YouTube, like saying like TikTok. We flick through the
You know, we
shorts,
sit there for an hour, watch something, and then
and
move
then
on.
we're like, yeah, allow it. A lot of the times when you're watching podcast or when you watch an hour, half an hour, 40-minute show, you're actually subscribed to them, innit? Like you're following them. So,
More often than not.
but that, yeah. So if you like our content, then let us know.
And
Or
if
you
you
want us
don't,
to
And
talk.
if you don't do
still
one,
let
then-
us know.
Yeah, if you don't, still let us know as well.
Yeah,
innit?
do let us know. Don't do one. Do let us know.
No, we've had a lot of support,
Yeah.
and praise from people in our community.
Yeah,
anyway, at
definitely.
least.
From people we didn't even expect as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and we appreciate that. There's been some feedback given to us. We have taken that feedback on board. I am trying not to touch the mic, as you can see, but like just based on, some people have told us what they think we should talk about. There's Palestine come up quite a bit, so we're doing that today. We'll be talking about Palestine later on today. But then, just like that, if people do have things that they want us to talk about or touch on, especially based on South Asian issues, people that have things that they want to ask our opinion or see what we think about it, then we're more than happy. Just write in the comments what you want us to talk about. There's been people who have not been so happy to see us take this step as well.
Yeah, we're back again.
Yeah.
We're back here. We're still here. We're still going, man. Still going, man. So, alhamdulillah for everything, man. For the support and the hate, man.
Yeah,
It just
definitely, man.
drives us, man. Do you know what I mean? We keep going.
Yeah, it's all
Alright.
part of the journey, man.
Yeah.
It's all part of the
Yeah.
journey.
And there is some people that have come out and they've mentioned that they've watched certain episodes, but in reality they've just watched the short clips.
Yeah.
To that, I would just say, just watch the full episode at least. Then you can see that maybe something that you are suggesting to us or telling us what we should be doing or asking us why we're doing this. Maybe if you watch the full episode, it would answer your full questions.
Yeah.
innit?
And then even if you have any more questions, they can obviously let us know as well.
Yeah, 100%. And 110%, I think I speak for all of us here, where the people that have approached us, the people that have come and spoke to us about it, there's a lot of people, so we're not going to start mentioning names, but we do appreciate that. It's small comments sometimes go a long way.
Yeah.
It gives us that thing that, you know what, we enjoy doing this and people are enjoying watching us. So that's very nice to hear, to say the least. Would you agree?
Refreshing, very refreshing.
Refreshing.
What
Yeah.
do you think?
Refreshing, yeah.
No, what do you think? Like, go on, follow it.
No, definitely, man. I think it does our confidence a lot of good as well.
100%.
Like, people telling us, yo, you're doing well. Like, I mean, let's be honest, man. Us four, Yeah, everyone knows us like us, not taking things seriously, always having a laugh and a joke.
No, I'm the serious one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the
feedback we've got.
Is that the
his
feedback?
feedback.
That's
yeah.
my feedback is I'm the serious one.
Yeah,
and
you guys are blind. Whoever said that, but anyway,
bro, I'll keep you in check.
no,
Not,
bro.
not on camera though. I'll let you go wild there.
Yeah,
but
bro,
behind
no chance,
cameras.
bro. No chance,
Boy,
yeah. Yeah, behind cameras, yeah, nothing like that, mate.
No, I'm
Is
the
this your
sensible
leash?
one. Yo, what are you doing with the mic? Why are you hugging the mic, man?
I'm just showing. Is this his leash?
Bare like clotheslining the mic. Sorry, carry on. That was one of the feedbacks I got. Was the serious one. Alhamdulillah.
There's a marshmallows all over again.
At least nobody's mentioned my vocabulary yet.
now, alhamdulillah, we have got more positive feedback
Than negative.
Than negative.
And feedback is feedback.
Yeah, that's it, innit? You know, we appreciate all of it, other than someone trying to take our tops off.
Yeah.
That's how I put my jacket.
That,
Promotions commenting.
that,
Nah, it looks like him though.
Yeah, Bhaskar.
Dal changi ho rahi hai.
I was like, you want some back?
It's like a little bee. No, honestly, on a serious note, if there are things that people want to say to us, you know, we're open to feedback of any kind. We always looking to improve. There are things that we probably miss out on, that somebody else picks up on and they tell us, and which, like talking over one another, which we've
Try to minimize.
tried to minimize as much as possible. Inside jokes. So when we do laugh at inside jokes, we try to explain some jokes if they are for the camera. If they're not, then sometimes inside jokes are better kept inside, don't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that brings me to a question to ask you guys. Obviously, a lot of support that we receive is from our community, from the people around that know us. And there's some people that have come up with certain topics that we've taken on board as well, and we've discussed some of them topics as well, and topic-wise as well. If you guys got anything to say,
Yeah, definitely.
just comment or just let us know, and we'll discuss that as well. Obviously, whatever we say is not facts; it's our opinion. So, if you want to hear our opinion, then by all means. But also, support, right? So we've started something. Would it be fair in general life where people, if they start a new venture, for them to have expectation from their friends and family to support them? Is it fair for them to have that expectation?
If these people are true to you, and obviously you've got that kind of love for each other, or If the well wishes, then obviously you won't need to you'd expect it anyway. So going back to your question, you'd expect that. If you already know people are fronting and stunting, like keeping up appearances, and it's not genuine, then you shouldn't really expect it. So it's more so a case where you need to know the people around you before you do expect things.
Yeah, no, I agree. Obviously, it depends on everyone when it comes to family. Some family you might not get on with, so you can't really expect much. But yeah, if you're on good terms, yeah, they should show support.
Yeah, mine's exactly the same what these two have said.
So you're saying it's
Our
fair to have...
Friends goes without saying. Though.
Yeah,
If you call them friends, they should support you and whatever you're doing.
So you're saying it's fair to have that expectation then?
Yeah, and
So-
only you know who you expect that from.
So
I'm
if
on the
you-
fence about it, I'll be honest with you.
Why?
I'm just on the fence. Like, I don't know. I've always been that kind of person. I don't want to push anything on anyone. If they want to do it, they do it. Alhamdulillah. If not, alhamdulillah, I've got no...
It's not about pushing. We're not
Yeah.
pushing
No,
nothing.
no,
on
No, I
nobody.
know that, but
That's
I've
people
got no
doing it
issues.
on their own accord, thinking
Yeah.
like, yo,
Yeah.
that's my boy, he's starting something, I'm going to support him.
Yeah,
So would you, even if they do it or don't, you would then obviously expect someone to support you with that? If it's a case where if they don't, and then you see that person pushing something else or someone else's business who you might feel like they're not that close to, would you feel a type of way?
Yeah. So if you were opening a new business, before you answer that question, I'll carry it on. Is if you were opening a new business and you were sharing it on social media, and I wasn't sharing that, but then I was sharing somebody else's, would you feel a certain way?
Wallahi, I wouldn't.
Mm.
I actually wouldn't, because I don't know. I don't think that's got anything to do with friendship. I'll be honest with you, because we're boys at the end of the day, bro.
So I think that's where what you just said, friendship. You expect that 100%
Yeah,
your boys.
especially with what you've just said. If they're sharing somebody else's, they're supporting somebody else, they can't do the same for you, then why is that?
Because isn't friends the family that you chose?
Exactly. If
What?
you're sharing some next man's stuff on Facebook, on social media,
Nah, I just
Yeah.
friends, family you chose. I don't choose. None of them are just born in that, bro.
No, friends.
this guy
friends.
dumb,
okay.
bro.
No, you said family as well.
I'm
You
saying
said
friends
family.
are the family,
Family
that
that-
you chose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't. I did. Yeah, go on.
He's like bare
thinking
hating or
words,
whatever.
this guy.
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
choose these guys.
Bro,
Yeah,
I was born into my family. I didn't choose. Bro.
Yeah, family you don't choose
Yeah,
any.
yeah, we
Friend-
chose.
Friends choose any.
Yeah.
That's the choice that
Nah,
you
but
made. So
back to that, I literally
but
would
if-
have no issues.
Yeah, but if like one of us is sharing someone else's stuff, actively, promoting whatever they're doing, but they're not doing the same for you.
Customer actually wouldn't.
Okay,
It
say
wouldn't-
for
it wouldn't
example
make a
now,
difference
yeah,
to me, honestly, it wouldn't.
both of you start a business now, yeah. I'm sharing his, but I'm not sharing yours.
Bro, Allah is the one that gives you
That's
rizq, bro.
facts. That is
That's
That is
But
facts.
then-
that is
So-
but then
facts. That's
obviously
not the
you'd
question.
still have
Yeah.
feelings or emotions about it.
I actually wouldn't.
It's guaranteed it's not in someone's control how much you make
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is. That comes from Allah, but then you still have feelings or emotions as a person. So
I actually wouldn't.
so are you saying you would? This is, I just want to clarify. Are you saying you wouldn't ask him to promote, or are you saying you wouldn't care if he didn't promote?
I wouldn't care if you didn't promote.
Okay.
I feel like if someone
No, I
wants
mean
to
that's
promote,
good. I mean it's not.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's not a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
thing. That's
Yeah, yeah.
if
obviously.
someone wants to promote a business, by all means, go ahead and do it. You know
See,
what I mean? I wouldn't turn around and say like, look here, because I'm starting this, push this out for me or anything like that.
Yeah.
I feel like and this is not me being like, oh, it's my business, I want to do it all myself, nothing like that. I feel like if
It's not pride. It's not.
yeah.
egos.
If I'm setting up the business, I need to put that effort in myself.
No, but that effort is, through who you know, like
Yeah, like
that's
I said,
part
that-
of it
if
as
they
well.
wanna
isn't
do it, then
the
alhamdulillah,
people you
no.
know.
Means to do it.
Networking is part of business.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you know these people are obviously your support network that should kind of support you, as obviously the way
Yeah,
it suggests.
but like I said, if they do, alhamdulillah, bro. But if they don't, alhamdulillah, still, always.
So
Fair enough.
what about you though? So you say it's fair to have that expectation from people, for certain individuals, the people
Yeah.
that you think that you have that kind of bond with.
Yeah.
Would you ask them, or would you expect it
No,
without
I
without
wouldn't.
asking?
I get his point in the sense that I wouldn't ask people to push something out, but then if I saw people that I see as well wishers doing it, I'd be like, I expected them to because I know they wish well for me. But then to say if they don't, but then they're not doing it for others, I wouldn't feel the type of way. If they were doing it for others,
Exactly.
then I would.
That's my
Yeah.
point.
Then I would be like, okay, this don't make sense.
So if they weren't doing it for others and they did it for you, and you had that expectation, would that diminish the appreciation that you would potentially have for them, or show them that acknowledgement or appreciation? Because in your head you've already had that expectation from them. So if you see them, if you saw Matty promoting something that you started, would you let him know? Would you have that conversation, or would you just think, yeah, I expected that, that's my boy, that's the bare minimum he should be doing?
No,
You know what I mean?
I'd still have that conversation and be like, yo,
Yeah.
I seen what you did, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate it. It's
Yeah.
not something that you take for granted.
100%.
Because obviously, regardless of whether you expect it or not, you still
Should show.
And yeah,
should show
straight up on
gratitude.
that,
man.
I'd do the same as well. Even though I haven't asked anyone, but if I've seen they've done it, I will thank them for that as well.
So then coming back onto what he mentioned earlier on, where he wouldn't be bothered if there was individuals that weren't sharing, would you guys be bothered? Like if not taking, obviously you guys both have emphasized on the fact that if they were sharing somebody else's stuff and not sharing yours, that would have that impact. And you guys have been very specific in saying friends as well. You haven't mentioned family. You said it from friends, which, like I said, friends of the family that you chose. So if your friends or your family, they weren't doing it, would that upset you? Would that make you feel a certain way? whether or not they're sharing somebody else's, it doesn't make a difference.
It wouldn't upset me. If they're not active and they don't do that kind of stuff, they don't, then, you know, then
No, it's
no.
not. They might be active on social media.
No, but if they're not active in posting and sharing stuff and whatnot, they just don't do that, then no, I wouldn't feel any type of way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's that deep in that sense where, like I said, you have that expectation, but then even if they share it for someone else,
We're still boys.
exactly, it's not so superficial, or our relationship won't be so superficial where it'd be like, oh, I've done this, there's no coming back from this. Because at the end of the day, you're still supporting someone. It's not like you're doing something bad. Obviously, if someone's approached you and be like, can you put the word out, I've started this business. Maybe, obviously, we're not approaching you. Someone may have approached you in that sense and be like, oh, I need help with this. Can you push this out? And obviously, you're doing what you need to for that person. Who are we to say, like, why are you doing it?
And is that okay for someone to do that as well? Where someone comes out and reaches out and say, yo, can you share this? Can you
course it
post this?
You're allowed to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. They're allowed
Yeah.
to ask.
And
you
you would
shouldn't
think,
feel any type of way if one of your friends is asking you to do something like that.
not
Anyway,
necessarily just friends as well. I'm talking about family as well, innit? Like I'm being
mine is always friends in it. With
Yeah.
family, you know, I wouldn't ask. Well, I mean, immediate
you
family says what he says, but
Sorry, you based on what you're saying you have more expectations from friends than you have from family.
yeah, 100%.
That's what you're saying.
With these kind of things, yeah.
Yeah.
Family shows support in other ways.
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
My take on it is I was going to ask a question regarding it, but I'll answer it. I'll answer it in this as well. No, that's fine. So my take on it is pretty much similar to what you guys are saying. I think friends are the family that we chose. So I think having that expectation from friends is not wrong at all. I think if they don't do it for whatever reason, I don't think that should bring any sort of friends or whatever wall in between your friendship, because if that means your friendship was pretty weak in the first place if that's all it takes. Because they might not share it for many reasons, whether it's like your competitors, you might be somebody that person is close to, or they're just not active on social media, that sort of stuff. Whatever it is, if they're not doing it, it shouldn't cause a problem in your friendship. I also agree that some people, and it's probably recommended for new businesses as well, to reach out to friends and family for as part of networking, like you said, and ask other people to share your posts and your page and try to get a bit of a following, because the following is one thing, keeping that following engaged and then increasing followers, that is whoever's running the page, that business, that's their job. Like you said, the risk is in the hands of Allah. You have to work. That's where your work would come into it. Because you're not what friends and family do is they help you at the start by giving that boost, by giving you that subscribe account,
It's
that
a
follow
helping
account.
hand just to kind of put you on the ladder.
Exactly. So there's nothing wrong with that. What I would say, my question was going to be, what I would say is, I think there's some people that have expectations from family and friends, and then they'll ask them to do something, and then if something doesn't happen, or if they haven't shown the support that they had the expectation of, they get upset about it. Are they fair to get upset about it, or have they put themselves in that situation where why did you have to ask them in the first place? Do you get where I'm coming from? Because it's a new business, and I've just said, and I agree with what I just said, where I say there's no harm in going out and asking friends and family to show you love and support on your social media pages or in your business, whether you haven't got, so it could be any way, shape or form, right? Whether it's in your opening or whatever it is. There's nothing wrong with that. But then if you don't get that support, do you get upset about it? Or do you have a right to question them about it or be upset about it?
I think sometimes this is like the perfect occasion or scenario just to find out people's true colours as such. So like, if sometimes you need to take a step where just to test the waters, see what people will do in a certain situation.
Test the strength of your relationship.
Yeah, exactly. To see whether or not people are actually there for you or not. So if you've got that bond with a certain person, that you would automatically, it's like unsaid, you're not taking it for granted, but it's that expectation. So it's like, even if that person or that family member may not be there, you know where you stand with that person. So it's not to say that obviously you cut ties, but then when it comes to business business to business kind of conversation or support, you know where that person stands. He's not going to back you. So sometimes you need to take that step to know where you stand.
So it's okay for them to get upset by it then.
I think you can only get upset if you ask and somebody refuses.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the question.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the
that's
only
the
way you
answer.
can. If you haven't asked, you can't expect.
That was the question. If
Yeah.
they ask and then someone refuses,
If they refuse, then of course you can. Then you know exactly what you're saying. You know where you stand with that person.
Yeah.
You know, but you can't get upset if you haven't asked.
Yeah, I totally agree. You already know how I feel about it. So.
yeah. I mean, it's good to live on in the basis of Allah wa alam anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, whatever is written for us as well, we'll get that. That's fine. It's just it's human nature.
Yeah,
isn't
there's
it?
no, like A said as well, there's no harm in your boys, you know they'll do that for you anyway.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And there's
So
no
that's
harm in asking.
expectation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no harm
expectation, yeah.
in that. Me, a lot of, I'm
No,
saying what
carry
you
on.
said,
I'm
yeah,
just saying.
but-
I'm saying,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when you
yeah.
say you know they will, that's you having that expectation
Yeah,
that they will.
like A said, they probably will, your boys, but anyone else, nah, it's, you do, you don't. But even
It
my
is what
boys,
it is.
yeah, even my boys, if they don't do it, bro, there's no issues in regards to that or anything. Like, I wouldn't pull them to a side and say, yo, T, you haven't shared it, what you
But if
paying
you
up?
asked me and I didn't,
Eh?
if you asked me and I didn't,
I would have no issues with you at all.
See, I don't think I see this. This is where I disagree with him because I know him. He wouldn't have an issue enough for you to,
he wouldn't
for him
confront
to
you.
confront you,
Yeah.
but it would affect him.
I don't think it
I know
wouldn't.
And I know it would. I know.
Trust
I know
me,
it
it
would.
wouldn't.
I
You know
know
you
it
better
would.
than you know yourself.
No, it
No, no.
wouldn't because
Go you on a leash,
I'm
bro.
at the honestly, I'm at that stage of my life, bro, where I honestly could not give a shit.
Yeah.
That's
No,
I actually wouldn't.
It's based on relationship. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, even
like,
that.
I think if it was one of us, you might not confront, but it would affect you.
No, because
it would affect you.
if it affected me, I wouldn't chat to you, mans. I'm that kind of guy. If something affects me, I wouldn't chat to you, mans.
No, no, I already know that.
Yeah.
Why is he chatting like we don't know him?
I know.
Yeah,
that-
I wouldn't chat to you
Yeah,
guys.
but the
So
people don't know you.
no,
yeah,
people-
so
don't
it
know,
wouldn't,
now you
it
know.
wouldn't matter to me.
My opinion is,
Jigger.
obviously, you know yourself, but
Yeah.
sometimes I think we think that we would do certain things, but then when the situation arises, because we're talking, Ace, for example, I think that would affect you. I think whether or not you confront him or not, if you've asked him and he doesn't do it, back of your mind, it will always be there. And it will come up, and that's affecting. Whether you bring it,
it
or
would
that's
never, it would never come up.
whether it
On my
comes
side,
up
it
or
would never
whether it
come up.
comes up or not,
It
that's a
wouldn't
different.
affect-
I don't think it would be enough for
because
you.
if it would affect me, like I said, I wouldn't chat to him.
I don't think it would be
Is
enough.
that how it is?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think it would be enough. I don't think it would be enough for you to call off a friendship, because like what the hell is that all it takes? But it would still affect you. That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes
Whether
what-
subconsciously,
Sometimes what happens is you know, take a note in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Subconscious.
person has done this, and then further down the line they might do something else,
And it'll
and then
add
all of
to
a
it.
and then
sudden,
it starts adding
Yeah.
up.
It's
You
You
blown
start
don't let
adding
Shaitan play
proportion.
mind games with you, bro. Allow him.
Bro, he said
Bro.
shaitan and he stuttered straight
Yeah.
away, bro.
Calm down, Abby.
Oh, okay, okay.
oh, moving on, man.
But yeah, I mean, just to
Just give us your opinion.
Yeah, before they give their opinion, just following up on that question, it goes back to the point where why is
go
speaking,
on.
man?
I just think go on. No, go on. Go
Carry
on.
on, man.
Yeah.
You throw me off, man. But anyway, yeah, you're touching on that point where if you say, for example, we asked how you would feel if a friend didn't share that post. But say, for example, if you've asked a family member to share that post, and then the family member sharing others, does the same rule apply to family members as you would to friends?
No. I mean, you definitely would agree with me on this. Where if there's any expectations, it's from friends, because it's the family that we chose.
Depends on who's the family member.
yeah, 100%.
You have different
Yeah.
relationship with your family members as well.
Yeah.
But even if you've got different relationships, me personally, even if I've got, and I have, it varies any from good to bad. I don't think it's fair to have that expectation, because then it affects your relationship. I think with the boys, with my friends, I think there is that expectation, where if I have to, I'd feel comfortable enough to even sit, pull you up on it and say, yo, what are you doing? And you know me enough to know that I would as well. I would confront. I'd be like, yo, it wouldn't be to that extent where we fall out and have an argument and then we go separate ways. But I'd be like, yo, come on, bro, what's going on? Like, I would do that. But with family, I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't. I think with family, I haven't got that thing where I can confront someone enough, like to say, like, why you have it. Do you get
You
what I
don't
mean?
care
So,
enough.
yeah.
You don't care enough.
Like I
about-
said, friends of the family we chose. So I think it just to save confrontation, I would probably not even ask. Like, not probably. It's that thing, innit?
Yeah.
But it's so. I think out of all the people with businesses, I do think that you should be using your networks and your contacts and your friends and your family to actually grow your business, because it does help. It does go a long way, and there's no harm or shame in asking for a helping hand in the startup process, and asking for whether it's asking for reviews, whether it's asking for follows on social medias, whether it's asking for comments, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's to like opening day and you bring in loads of people in just to try get that, whatever it is, there's no harm in it whatsoever. The South Asian community fluctuates in that sense, don't it? Where
No
I
one wants to
think-
see you do better than them.
everyone wants to see you do well. No one
Mm,
wants to
yeah.
see you do better than them. That seems to be the case. And do you agree with that one? We've lost him. Eh?
No, you haven't lost me. It's just this whole debate. Like,
You got you
I've-
thinking.
no, it's not got me thinking at all. It's just I feel a certain way about it,
Yeah.
which I've told you guys. Anything other than that, obviously, you guys have all got your opinions. I'll listen to that, but like I said, bro, do you by yourself. Don't expect anything
Fair
from
enough.
anyone.
Yeah. Well, I'm not
That's it.
saying go out and ask for help. Now I'm saying there's no harm in it. I'm saying
No,
if
I'm
it-
not saying
if
that is as
people
well.
if people of
But
just
like, then
opened
just don't get rowdy if someone's not.
don't get rowdy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if someone's not shared, anything like that, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
don't get
leave it.
upset about it. Innit?
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
100%.
ask somebody to do something for you and they don't get upset by it. People have their reasons, whatever it is. Don't get upset by
Yeah,
it.
don't ask them for the reasons. Well, leave them to it, man. Jungle insan.
Oh, moving on.
Moving on swiftly.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So yeah, the next topic we've had people saying to us we should discuss is Palestine.
Yeah.
So
Free.
obviously
Palestine.
So-
Inshallah.
Inshallah. So obviously everyone knows what's been happening. Whether you watch the news or on social media, the world knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own opinions about it, and yeah, we're just gonna share our
Yeah.
opinion, what we think. So
I think nowadays no one really goes by what the news has to cover or what they're covering as well. It's mainly on social media
Mhm.
because people are becoming woke now as well in regards to what's happening. They know they've been fed a lot of lies. You know what I mean? And now whatever they see on social media, especially from what's happening in Gaza, even Rafah as well, bruv, like they've seen it firsthand what's happening.
Do you think that social media as well somewhat is controlled by the media and what they want people to see as well?
It
100%.
depends what source it is as well.
Mm.
Depends what source it
No,
is.
because if you kind of post something or a certain page will post something that they want to censor, they don't want to kind of give that exposure online, it won't be shown. So they're fully in control of what gets posted
But I
online.
think you see a lot more truth on social media
Yeah.
than you will on mainstream.
Yeah,
media,
no,
yeah.
facts.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
Facts, but then the point I'm making is obviously there's always that control by the social media or the internet or the media or whatever it is. They are always fully in control as to what is actually shown online.
So do you
Or-
think that's down to the fact that they think they believe? And when I say they, I'm not about the Zionists, I'm not about the people that control the media. I think they've realized that people know about it, but they still can't do anything about it anyway. So it's like let them do what they gotta do.
Yeah, because
you
they're
know what I
backed in it. Look at they're backed by America. That's facts.
Mm.
They're backed
It's-
by they're
you know,
backed by the UK.
We're gonna go onto that topic. So basically, it's mad how a little place like Palestine, they are actually trying to portray them as they're the terrorists. How
Yeah.
can a place like Palestine compete with 3 superpowers of this world? It doesn't make sense.
Bro,
You know how
Palestine
you-
has no army as
They
well.
have no
That's-
army,
You
and
know
then
what I
they.
mean?
And that's the craziest thing, to think that obviously there's a war going on. It's a genocide. like,
genocide.
Yeah.
now what army?
100%.
What army does
100%.
Palestine have?
And obviously, you know, they use the things like Hamas, you know.
Yeah.
We've seen it all before. We saw it with the Taliban, with Al Qaeda,
yeah.
with ISIS. It's all the same thing again and again. And then there are people who are dumb enough to believe it, you know. The comments you always see, October 7th, October 7th.
Yeah,
whatever
bro, it
was.
started well before October 7th,
Yeah,
man.
1948.
You know, they're saying the
bro,
Nakba, yeah, the Nakba has not ended.
48,
They're saying
47.
it ended.
47? Was it 47?
Or 1947.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're saying the Nakba started and it ended. It's not ended. It's still going on. It's still a catastrophe there. You know what I mean? Like, I nearly stuttered as well. Yeah, it's still a catastrophe there. You know what I mean? Bro, it's crazy. Like, if South Africa have turned around and said it's an apartheid, bro, they know what that is. You know what I mean? And their people have been through it. If other countries have recognized it, look at what's happening. I don't know whether you guys have seen what's happening in Barca, in Spain. Near enough all of the
Yeah.
major cities in Spain are in full support of Palestine now. Athletic Bilbao,
Yeah.
bro, they had Palestinians on the pitch, flags everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally gave them a warm welcome. I said, yeah, we're fully in support of you.
Morocco's mad.
Yeah,
Morocco have
stadium,
always been active
crazy.
though.
Yeah.
But it's more heartwarming when it is like a non-Muslim
Yeah,
country,
yeah,
like
yeah,
Spain.
yeah.
You know, we expect it from your Moroccos, your Tunisias, you know, them sort of countries. Even though there are our Muslim countries that should be doing a lot more than they are doing.
100%.
But when it's someone like Spain,
100%.
you know, there's a few others.
Norway, Sweden,
Yeah.
bro, even
know.
places like that, it's mad.
And the amount of people that travelled
Germany as well.
with the and them flotillas,
Yeah.
that is what they are.
They're from
Yeah.
everywhere.
From
Is that
everywhere.
the Greta one?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
great
yeah,
one,
she went as well, Swedish.
There's loads.
She got
There's loads of different ones.
Yeah,
In it, like so many people went, and they like, you know, when they say, "Oh, go there and fight for," well, you know, if you really
Yeah.
care, go there. But people really care, and they do go
Yeah,
there.
100%.
Whether they're fighting, you can't compete against a bloody superpower
So
country.
many-
But when it comes to helping, people are like in numbers
Active,
are going
active,
out there and providing.
From Wales,
food.
man. Doctors from Wales and nurses have gone. From Wales, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's,
there's
it's
a
mad.
Arpanet, there's a few
all over
Arpanet
Wales.
one. There's a geezer from was it?
Warsaw.
Yeah, Walsall.
The guy, yeah.
Yeah. What's the shout him out now? Man. What's his name? I don't know.
Forgot his name.
I don't
Yeah,
know his
man.
name.
That's
He
like
only-
big up,
he-
man. It's big up to these
They
people.
detained him for a bit. And
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
they-
All of
obviously-
them.
That's
yeah.
what they do, eh? They detain them and like.
There's a video I saw. There was this interview. This Irish guy, yeah, he went as well, and he goes. So they stop him, and then he goes. They detain all of them or whatnot, and they treat different people differently. So he goes. He was a white man. He goes, I just got a few slaps on my bald head. You know what I mean? But he goes, depending on what they look like, he goes, the darker the skin, the more aggressive they were
Yeah,
towards you.
yeah.
You know, and if you've got a Muslim name or something, then they're gonna go. You know,
to have that nerve to do all of that on international waters as well, where they have no jurisdiction.
it's
It's mad, bro.
mad.
But
You know what
they,
I mean?
nobody has spoke up to them actively in the sense of where they've taken action against them, right? It's all right saying, oh, we're gonna put the guy on, put him down as a criminal and all this, that, the other. And what's happened?
Nothing exactly.
yeah.
It's
Like
all to-
Netanyahu has broken all the, you know,
See, I don't want to
the
say. I
laws.
don't want to say
Yeah.
his name. Any, I don't think. I don't,
bastard.
I don't recognise him,
Netanyahu
bro.
from
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Just swear at him, bro.
So this is a
deaf,
thing.
Testimony.
bro.
Yeah.
These guys. There's a lot
And
of
I'm not on about my deaf friend.
so that's the thing, innit? Like I think with Palestine now, they've realized that there's a lot more people, like you said, a lot more people that are waking up and are calling it what it is,
Yeah.
a genocide.
Yeah.
And people are now raising their voices, whether it's going by showing solidarity with the flags, whether it's going on marches, protests, and they're not riots, they are protests, they are peaceful protests, right? So people are doing that, and for that reason, they then take a small action, like the United Nations did, to say, "Oh, we are now condemning this, and these guys are now international criminals, whatever." Okay, and then
Do
what?
something about
And
it.
then-
And then what? You know what I mean? So, at the day of recording, whilst we're recording this, there has been now an official ceasefire,
Yeah.
correct?
Peace deal or whatever.
So-called
they called it.
ceasefire. There's been a ceasefire, and then have you seen that journalist that's been killed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally
Palestinian journalist.
by some gangsters.
Yeah.
They're saying.
Was that what they said?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, bro. Some gangsters have killed him.
So
It's blatant. And
Yeah,
they've started doing it blatantly, and coming back onto what you were saying earlier on, based on the non-Islamic countries doing, and it's heartwarming to see that the countries, the Islamic countries, or what we like to call Islamic countries, the Muslim majorities, if they were standing with Palestine the way they were supposed to be, we wouldn't be in this situation today.
they all sellouts.
There's a lot of them that make there's
Not
a lot
all, but yeah, a lot of them are sellouts.
a lot. There's a lot. Yeah, there's some of 'em, like there's small countries like Yemen.
Yeah.
Tunisia as well, man.
They're doing bits, but they're doing their part from what they can.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? There's other countries like even like Pakistan. Do you know what I mean? Can do a lot more.
They don't do
Do you know what I mean? Like there's people, prime ministers, presidents of certain Muslim countries coming out and making statements, and they're coming out and making this big claim and everything, and they're talking the talk, but they never walk the walk. We have expectations from certain prime ministers or presidents when we hear these speeches, and you start getting goosebumps, and you think, yeah, these people are going to take action now. They're going to do something that's going to calm the situation down or whatever, and then just.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that speech that General Gaddafi did?
Yeah.
Which one?
Bro,
I've
from
seen
all
it.
of
the Arabs.
35 years ago.
Yeah.
Bro, he
Rinsed
said,
him.
Gusby, he turned around and goes, look, now's the time to take action, because it's just going to go out. Obviously, I'm like paraphrasing as well.
Of
It's
course,
going to go
yeah.
left.
Do your research, of course.
Yeah, it's literally just going to go left. These guys are going to do what they want. They want a greater. I don't want to
let's
say
not
that. Yeah,
bleep that
they
out.
want a greater
What's
nation.
that? Which?
I don't even classify
The-
them
that-
as a country, so I don't even say that.
That is not
thingy.
real, any.
Okay.
Yeah,
it-
so
bleep.
the occupiers, they want a greater nation, and this was 35 years ago. You know what I mean? And look where we are now. No one, like you said, have got the backbone. The big countries.
Spineless.
Yeah, 100%. The UK, bruv. The UK is funding them. Still
Yeah,
funding
like,
them.
They coming out and they are saying that we are now acknowledging Palestine as.
It's
state.
always
State.
been a state. It's been
They,
a country.
they
Is
said
that a
that,
joke?
and then straight away that incident happened as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a joke, innit? It's a
Yeah.
joke. The spoon feeding people right now, innit? Do you know what I mean? Just to like pipe them down a little bit.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
So
yeah,
there's certain people that be like, that's
giving-
it. We've won.
Yeah.
We finally got what we.
Yeah.
It's never
They
ending.
gave it from one hand, and that's obviously
Yeah, yeah,
controlled,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
obviously they're planting another seed just to take
100%.
away again.
100%.
Again, it's manipulation. innit?
Yeah.
At its best, and the fight for the Palestinians will not be so easy. Where people think that we're recognizing them as a state, but Palestine's been the country since day, man. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
Go
not
look
about
at-
just recognizing.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
state. It's like get rid of the other ones.
Yeah.
See, have
know
you
what
got
I
my
mean?
phone?
See,
Yeah.
see,
Is that my phone?
No.
I think it's mine. That was promised to me 3,000 years ago. Yeah, you know what I mean?
we got promised land from who? See, promised land from who? Right?
Do you want it?
They say that it was promised from who? Is the British, right? That said to them, you should go there, but it was the Palestinian that said yes, come.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you're welcome. You ain't got nowhere else to go. Your people are getting slaughtered left, right, and centre.
It was the British
Come.
that sent him there.
British sent them, but the Palestinians
But
said
they welcomed
Except-
him.
yeah, yeah,
Everyone else
100%.
told the bulls.
Yeah, everybody
Everywhere
else
they
said
went,
no.
they said, allow you, man.
Yeah,
you know
we don't
what I
want to
mean?
know you.
The fall of the Ottoman Empire was because they said no
Yeah.
to giving land. They said no to the British of giving land to the Jews, because that's not our place. You know what I mean? They've shed blood and tears for that land. So who are we to give? They give them any piece of land. And that was the fall of the Ottoman Empire as well. So it's been going on for a very long time. And now they're saying, oh, look, it's got nothing to do with us. Bro, they're the perpetrators as well, man. It is the UK.
It's a lot of countries. It isn't just
And
one.
no,
and
No,
it's
it's
not-
two, mainly. It's always
Yeah,
the
yeah,
US and
UK.
the British.
Bruv.
They've always been the.
I might be wrong,
perpetrators.
but UK is probably the only place where you can't protest for Palestine.
The recent law change.
Yeah, the recent law change. You're not
Is that-
allowed. You get arrested.
Well, after them, because we went to that Million March.
Yeah,
didn't we?
after that,
Yeah,
after that.
aye.
This is
This is
about.
recent, are you
This is recent, about
couple
a
months
couple
ago.
of months ago.
Yeah.
Well, you're not allowed to
You
protest.
know,
for
bro, you
public
get
land.
arrested.
Yeah.
No way.
It's probably
Is
the
that
only
true?
country. I might be wrong.
We'll
Might
check-
be
we'll-
in
we'll-
America
we'll
as
check
well.
this.
I don't know if it's been passed or not,
Yeah.
but it's definitely talk of it.
No, have you not seen that video of the uncle being arrested?
Oh, actually, there was a lot of people that got
Yeah,
arrested.
Yeah,
uncle,
actually, yeah.
uncle got arrested, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, for that. And you look at other places, again, non-Muslim countries around Europe, bro, they're doing the marches there
But then
as
at
well.
the same time, they're recognizing it as a state. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Manipulation.
bro. It's
Manipulation.
no, man. But the wars go out to the people in Palestine, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
And bro, the most courageous people, their sabr and their iman levels. If we can even get an ounce of that, bro, we'd
It's
be lucky.
crazy. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just crazy, like.
Yeah, and we, in this podcast, we talk about a lot of things, and we make it clear that these are our opinions. We're making it very clear that this is not our opinion. This is a fact.
This is a
This
fact.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just about to say
100%.
where he's going
Yeah,
with this,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I was about to say
100%.
this is a fact, bro.
Yeah, this is a fact. This is a genocide that's happening. This is a war against the Palestinians from everybody, not
Yeah.
just from one country. It's not even a country, but a bunch of people. But it's also from other countries, like you said, the US, the UK, that are other countries, and the Palestinians whose population is less than the United Kingdom by a lot, are fighting, and they're still going. So you do what you gotta do. That's the sign of strength, right? The people that just keep fighting. There's us. I think as us as human beings, there's a lot of things that we look at and we think, yeah, we're strong. You ain't strong until
No
you've seen a
chance, bro.
Palestinian.
Yeah.
You ain't
No
seen,
chance, bro.
you aren't strong. You haven't seen strength until you see a Palestinian strength. And this is us talking from, not just from what we have seen, but what we know, what we have been taught in Islam as well, right? You gotta remember Al-Aqsa's there as well.
Yeah,
And there's a lot
100%.
of history and future things that are written in Islam that's meant to be happening from Palestine, from Al-Aqsa, which I'm not going to go into. But we have, I think, as any, and we see it a lot more. Like I said, we see it a lot more with non-Muslims, and it's heartwarming to see that people are now waking up, and you see, because it's not just for Muslims to see, like the atrocities that are happening with Palestine. It's for everybody. The world needs to wake up. The people need to realize that killing babies is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form, in any country, in any religion. You can't be killing innocent babies,
Innit?
women, taking over their land, taking over their homes, and then saying it's okay.
20,000 have been killed under the age of 18 in the past 2 years. That's just in the past 2 years. It might be before that. In the past 2 years, up to 20,000 under 18. You know what I mean? And like you said, majority of them are little kids, bro, babies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you look at the strength of their parents. I've seen this one uncle, he goes, 2 of my sons have passed away, the eldest and the youngest. And his relative was there crying. He goes, what are you crying for? We're men. You know what I mean? Be happy. They're martyrs. They can take up to 70 of
That
us.
might be it.
Yeah. You go, they can take up to 70 of us into Jannah. Bro, he's gone. He's done wuzu. Either he was ready for namaz or namaz janazah, whatever he was. But bro, he was no emotion, like no tear or anything like that. He goes, we leave you in the hands of Allah.
That's Iman.
And that's not because the individuals there, like this uncle here, it's not because they're trying to hide something to say that we don't want to be shown as weak.
Yeah.
That's who they are.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that's their iman,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
their faith, that's their belief, that's their sabr that they have.
And look at us here, bro. Something, one little thing in our daily life doesn't go
Yeah.
wrong. We start panicking and we start.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's Iman, bro. Like,
100%.
where's people's Iman, man? It's crazy.
We think we have a strong iman, but it's questionable. It's in a lot of ways. And like I said, going back to what I said earlier on, that strength, integrity, sabr, patience, all of this, you want to see it. You see it in the Palestinians.
Yeah,
You don't see
for
it in
Muslims
people
that
like
are
us.
oppressed, you see it
Yeah.
then, bro.
Yeah. And there are people that are voicing now a lot more, like the influencers, the celebrities. There are certain people that are speaking about it, which and sometimes I see people like, oh, what do you get from doing that? You're creating awareness. You're getting more people to speak up about it. You're getting more people to share it, to make other people, especially non-Muslims, realize the lies that are being told to them about Palestine, and then it goes a long way, even though the lollipop dummy then and that's what they do. They shut
That's
you
what
up.
it is.
They'll say, "Oh, we recognize the state of Palestine," but then do something else, backhanded things in it. But it's still something in it. It's
Yeah,
always
I
that step.
think-
Obviously, now you've got the Palestinians being told that they can go back, and we saw the marches of the Palestinians going back to their homes. It's a start, innit?
Yeah, I think for a lot of kind of influencers or celebrities or people that have got a following or a platform, it was being cancelled. That culture that scared them from obviously even speaking up.
Yeah.
Well, I think because of a lot of big profiles, big celebrities are actually speaking up
Yeah.
now, it's more so kind of welcomed, or maybe they've accepted that. How many people are you going to silence?
Who's that guy from Spider-Man? So not the original one, the second one. What's his name?
Garfield,
Garfield. Yeah, he spoke up.
he spoke.
And yeah,
up
have
a
you seen
couple
that?
of times, yeah.
Yeah, and that company that does that interview is owned by the
Is
occupiers.
it Toby? Is it
Yeah.
Toby Garfield? What's his name? That's not Toby.
I don't know, something like that. Then there was that guy from
You know that's not my strong subject.
Marvel, who's Hulk.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, him,
he
I know,
spoke up.
yeah.
Jennifer
He's
Lawrence,
been-
Jennifer Lawrence. But
Jennifer
Mark
Lawrence, bro.
You
Ruffalo
know his
has
legend,
been.
Eric Cantona.
Eric Cantona, bro.
Oh, that
Yeah,
speech that he
yeah,
did.
yeah,
was,
yeah,
Eric
100%.
Cantona.
See, it goes a long way.
These
it
guys
does.
have got massive followings, like Ace has just said as well. So it does go a long way as well. You know,
Because
what I
then
mean?
they realize that they have to do something, even
Yeah.
if it's a backhanded thing that they're trying to do, just to quieten the masses for the time being. It's still something. There's still something that being
Yeah.
done. Do you know what I mean? Small progress is better than no
And
progress.
Sorry, and then one other person we missed out from this country, Gary Lineker.
Yeah.
Gary
Even
Lineker.
Chunks, bro.
Chunks as
But
well,
he's
yeah.
Muslim. He's Muslim.
Chunks-
That's why we're going on
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
But then he's a Muslim with a following.
With
as
a
well.
following.
No,
as
no,
well, yeah.
but
So
they
obviously you
should
got-
be
you-
expected to do that.
You should, but then
I'm
you
not
still-
giving you credit, like, anyone, there's people obviously like that fat twat and that DJ Khalid who's
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
Palestinian,
yeah.
doesn't say nothing.
But then
whatnot.
this is the point. Obviously,
But
even as a Muslim,
everyone,
with the
any
following-
Muslim, I expect you to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if again it goes back to how we like recognizing the countries, the non-Muslim countries, that it's a lot more heartwarming when they
Yeah,
do.
yeah, definitely.
Well, as a Muslim, you expect it. Chunks, big up to you, bro. We expect it from you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
You know what I
I
mean?
think with Chunks as well, at that time there wasn't many people speaking up about
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
when he did
Yeah,
it,
that's true as well.
It was during that.
it was
phase where
during that
people were
phase
scared.
where where people like us were discussing why aren't these people speaking
Yeah.
up? Why is none of these big people speaking up? And he did a podcast, didn't he? And he wore the Free Palestine hoodie,
Yeah.
and he mentioned it. And he mentioned at that time, he mentioned it then as well, as saying that you can't boycott everything, right? But there are 4 main ones that that the money is going there. You can boycott them. Do you know what I mean? He didn't name them for obvious reasons, and I understand that because sometimes we're here trying to talk about something, and then
Yeah.
just because of something that we might say, this video might get taken down, and then the people that we're trying to reach this out, it doesn't go out
Yeah,
to.
the
Yeah,
point
But
yeah,
you
yeah.
know it's a drink brand, it's a food brand, it's a coffee brand, it's a supermarket. You
Yeah.
know that's the 4 any.
Yeah.
Comes out normal because I know it's simple
Yeah.
as that. So the ones that you can do, you should be doing as much as you can, to make it, to do your part, even if it's not anything else. You can pray, pray for Palestine as much as you can. You can pray for the Palestinians, and if the opportunity arises, inshallah, then take the step and go visit.
Inshallah,
Go
inshallah.
visit, because they could do with the economy, they could do with people coming and being tourists, and it's I'm sure it's a dream of many people to see Al-Aqsa as well. So take that step, do you guys want to add to that?
No, I think.
Oh,
covered it.
sorry. What was it? Yeah, sorry. Just quickly, Australia.
Yeah.
They've turned around and said people there with dual nationalities that have gone to fight against Israel. Against Palestine. They are going to be put into court, and they are going to start taking actions
For the people that have
Against
gone
them.
against Palestine.
against
Okay.
Palestine. Yeah, so who are fighting against them? They've gone there for the occupiers.
Yeah.
they are going to start. But once they get back into Australia, they're going to be taken straight to the courts for all the.
I don't know people are doing that.
They allow dual nationality, don't they?
Oh yeah.
That kind of.
Oh yeah.
So they,
The ones that
they,
were promised.
they can then go and get a land, and that's how they got them
Yeah,
to
yeah,
come back,
yeah.
haven't they? Oh, you come, you're entitled to land, you're entitled to this, that, your land that doesn't belong to them. And bro, there's some the Orthodox, the originals, the ones that actually follow the monotheism religion that they should be following. They know what's happening to Palestine is wrong.
Exactly.
And they speak up.
Yeah, 100%.
They speak up.
They also get
hate.
abused and hate and everything like that.
But big up to them for
You
going
know what I
against
mean?
their own people. Or what
They're not that people.
they're
though.
not that people.
They're
Like,
not
that's
that
yeah,
people.
that's what. Or what they may think that they are, and they stand in side by side with the right people on the right side, and that's what it is. I wrote a little something, and I'm going to read this, and we're going to finish on that. This is regarding Palestine. Small little thing. I did the best I can. Just something I wanted to read out and say. Just before I do, there was an individual inside Masjid that did come up to me and said to me that you guys should speak about Palestine. And the point I was trying to make to him, and I don't know if you understood, and I'll say it again, it was that at that point we only had 20, 30 or 40, maybe 50 followers. And I was like, when we talk about Palestine, we want to be able to talk to people that we've got a little bit of following at least. You know, alhamdulillah, we've got some following where it was enough for us to be like, okay, we want to speak about it now. And inshallah, from
And
here
we'll keep
onwards.
speaking about
inshallah
it.
we will.
You want to
Definitely.
you want to speak about it when there's people watching as well. When you gain, you know what I mean. So then you know there'll be somebody inshallah that watches this and something will happen. But anyways, I call this "We Are the Same but Different." We are the same but different. We hold our newborn, release tears of joy. They shout the Shahada while cradling their little boy. We quench our thirst with a glass of water. They fight their thirst, saying maybe later. We hear fireworks crack and our lips curve to a smile. They hear bombs explode from a mile. We walk clothed with the roofs overhead, food on our plates, and we whisper, Alhamdulillah. They walk barefoot beneath collapsed roofs with air for food, and they shout, Inshallah. We think we are free, but do we really see? No one is truly free till the day Palestine is free. We are the same, but different. I've been AK.
I've been Ace.
I've been T.
And I'll be Matty.